Here's a little quickie 1 or 2 minute video for you to end your snip news updates. I just said this the other day. Look, Donald Trump is again posting about we need negative interest rates. Jay Powell and the Federal Reserve, they don't know what the hell they're doing. The rest of the world's at negative rates. We're not doing it. We should be following them. And even though we're not still, wow, we've got a great economy compared to the rest of them. I did a video on that. The next day, I'm checking my Twitter feed. I follow Trump. Oh my God. Is that the one I quoted last night? No, that's different. Oh yeah, 1 hour ago. Couldn't have been. Whoa. Donald Trump. People are very disappointed in Jay Powell and the Federal Reserve. The Fed has called it wrong from the beginning. Too fast, too slow. They even tightened in the beginning. Others are running circles around them and laughing all the way to the bank. Dollar and rates are hurting our manufacturers. We should have lower interest rates than Germany, Japan, and all others. Now, did you catch that? He didn't say we should have low interest rates like so-and-so, so-and-so. We should have lower interest rates than Germany, Japan, and all others. We are now, by far, the biggest and strongest country, but the Fed puts us at a competitive disadvantage. China is not our problem. The Federal Reserve is. We will win anyways. Have you ever saw a person disrespect the Federal Reserve, the president, do that? Not only the Federal Reserve, he's calling out Jay Powell, the head of the Fed. That would be like Barack Obama calling out the old Ben Bernanke. Is gold money? Ron Paul, remember that? Ron Paul? No. Why do central banks hoard it? Why don't they hold diamonds or like pearls or something? It's just tradition. Tradition to hold gold. You think gold is gold money? No, it's not. Then why do central banks hold it? This is another one of those things. QAnon. Someone asked them, do we have the gold? Do we really have the gold? Q's response, yes, we do. And, bonus material, gold will destroy the Fed. And later on, I don't think anyone asked Q about it. He just posted and said, the Fed is going to be trying to raise interest rates. Let me see if am I going to be able to find that QAnon.pub. Rates. I'm just going to search for the word rates and see if I can find that. Demonstrates. No. Oh, there's 15 different results. I'll pause this while. Just give me a second. Okay, I found. I'm searching right now. I'm on 4 out of 15 when I was searching for the word rates on the Q page. And I found something posted January 6, 2019. So this would have been after the one I'm looking for. However, it's very interesting. And he's got this in bold bracketed. There's only a couple of 2-3 things in here bold out of a lot of things he's going to say. But I'm not going to read the whole thing because it's not important. I want to just get to the main part. He talks about, remember when the Democrats and the fake news media pushed mass fear that president would start World War III with North Korea? Remember that? And whatever, new narrative created. Refusal to provide coverage of successes. Remember when the Democrats and fake news pushed a stock market collapse if the president was elected? You've had great gains. Once again, new narrative created. Refusal to provide coverage of the successes. And then use of Federal Reserve to increase rates to counter growth and project presidential blame. So he's saying that was their goal. We're going to raise rates and crash the economy. We'll blame it on the president. But the part that I'm looking for is them saying the gold comment. Well, I already know that, but the comment about the Fed, that in other words, they know it in advance, basically. So here it is, December 10th, 2018. No one asked a question. He just posted only. The plan to have the Fed raise rates, bold letters, steep inclining incline beginning March 2019. So they're going to raise rates, and then by March of 2019, they're going to go pretty heavy duty, higher rates, is what he's saying, in an effort to kill the economy prior to the 2020 presidential election. It's known and planned for. And then his answer was, is a structure change coming? In other words, is known and planned for. Q's telling us, so obviously they know. And is structure change coming because of this? In other words, get ready for some different structure at the Federal Reserve. Not only did we not raise rates, we keep going down. Every time. We just had another rate decrease. Was it last Wednesday? 2 Wednesdays ago? Something like that? We just had that happen. Son, are you paying attention? I'm trying to tell you, Q and on. And I'll say this because I know Cliff High's stance on Q, he's not a real believer. He thinks it's been kind of co-opted to just kind of feed you stuff that may not be true. That's kind of his stance, where he thinks it's maybe like co-opted or being guided to say certain things that aren't necessarily true. Like, keep hope built up and then, shoot, never happened. But here's another example. How did he know that they weren't going to be able to raise rates and we're actually going to go take them down? Because the Fed had been saying, yeah, the outlook, economy, we're going to go ahead and raise rates. They kept saying they're going to raise. And then it comes out, no, we're going down. Oh, we're going to go down again. The economy, I think we might raise. No, we're going down again. So there's another thing. It's right there in my face. Like, I can't ignore this. If I found this and it said, right here on this page, QAnon, their plan is to raise the rates, but again, is structure change coming? Meaning, are we going to fix things so that doesn't happen? And I'm sitting here watching, March, they raised the rates. April, May, June, they raised the rates again. July, August, they did it again. October, they just did it again. They just raised the rates 3 or 4 times this year. But, Q said structure change coming. Then I'd be in here saying, well, are they just going to let them, in other words, are they going to let the rates go up and then structure change is coming because of that? Do we have to wait till the 2020 election? Because he's making it sound like they want the economy to crash before that. Right? I'd be here a little confused. But the good news is I'm not confused because that didn't happen. And the rates have pretty much gone down, down, down. And again, I post the day after I do a video from his other post on Twitter, Trump's, saying the Fed's an idiot, blah, 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 we need to go lower rates. He says it again. Not only does he want lower rates, he wants them lower than any other country on the face of the earth. Germany, Japan, and all others. What does all others mean? Textbook definition, everybody else. So you want the United States of America to have lower interest rates than the rest of the world? Yes. You might think my little analogy of the housing, imagine getting an interest rate on a mortgage interest rate for like minus 1.5. Where they pay you over a 30-year period, essentially, to pay your mortgage, a piece of it. Again, my example, it was like $250,000 house minus a 1.5% rate was like $180-something thousand you owed. And that's why I use the example. My wife, we should have got the house paid off. We had the crypto money in December. I told you to sell it. You didn't. It crashed. Blah, blah, blah. Now we got to wait. Yeah. But imagine if I did take the money, crypto money or not, whatever, and I just had the money, paid the house off, and then, a couple years later, we're negative. Well, I gave him all the money up front now. So again, $250,000 example. Man, why'd I give him $250 when I could just kept making payments at $180 for $189,000 after 30 years? I would have took the money out, the $189,000 out. Let's say I did that instead of taking the $250. I'll take the $189,000 out, set it aside, whatever, and just keep making payments. It's already paid for. The money's here. It's not going anywhere. I've got it sitting here in a stash, right? Whatever. Every month, let me send a little check in or whatever. Make sure the money's in the bank. Send the check in. Mortgage. It's already done. It's $189,000. I'm locked in. 30-year rate can't be changed. Once you're locked in, you're locked in. Not an adjustable rate mortgage. None of that bullcrap. A fixed rate, baby. $189,000, whatever the amount was that I told you. Done. Paid for. So, even if we don't get negative mortgage rates, what if we got down to 2%, 1.5%, 1%, where, we're still paying the bank a little fee. But at least when you're like, oh, my $1,500 a month payment for my mortgage is, $1,200 of it's for the damn mortgage and $300 only goes to my principal. What if it was more like, oh, well, now my $1,500 payment is $900. And of the $900, most of that's going to the principal. 700 is going to the principal, and now 300 is only going to the interest. Which also means, well, I could afford the $1,500. Like, I was okay paying that too. Like, I'm not struggling. And since my bill is now $900 a month, and most of it's going to the mortgage this time, I could get a cheaper or a lesser term. Maybe I don't want a 30-year. You know what? Give me a 10-year or a 15-year, and I'll still pay $1,400 or $1,500 a month, and my house is paid for in 10 years or whatever it is, 12, 10, 15 years. Why wait 30 years? Okay, oh, I'm with you. All right. Now, again, if we go negative, that's when you might as well let that sucker go out 30 years. Go for it. Because they're paying you to borrow money. And if there's one man on the face of this earth who would do that for his people, the people, I'm here to tell you, I think it is Donald Trump. And if he were to do something like that, could you imagine having any kind of discussion with a liberal Democrat? Everything they say, oh, what about this? Oh, it's hearsay. Everything you're giving me is hearsay. But I'm going to give you some facts, and I'm just only going to give you one fact. They're paying me to buy a house and pay payments on it. They're paying me to own a house. They might even be paying me to buy a car and get a car payment if we go negative, if we actually get negative rates handed down to us. Explain how this man doesn't care about the people. Why would he do that for us when every other time the bankers kept getting richer and richer and bailed out, and we keep losing? All of a sudden, we're winning, and you're bringing up still hearsay that has been proven as complete garbage, factually incorrect now, not even hearsay, it's factually incorrect. That's the only argument you have left. Everything I've told you has become the truth. You refuse to listen to me. You wouldn't even have a discussion. And now you're trying to find a reason why these negative rates are bad because we're effing winning. Again, what about the old timer? Get your money in the stock market. Put your retirement stuff in the stock market. They're going to pump that sucker up. So you pump your retirement over there. You buy your houses and the things you need over here on credit, and they're paying you to do it. Talk about winning. We're going to win. Where's that card at? I got that card here somewhere. Where's my Trump card, son? Where'd it go? Where's my Trump card? Tissues. Jason for a HODL fan. A couple of SD cards, some camera things. Bro. Don't tell me. Someone gotta move my stuff. Don't tell me. Where's my card, bro? Yo, don't tase me, bro. Hiding behind the seat, under the seat. It must have been those pesky kids. If it wasn't for those pesky kids. No, maybe my kids got it and were playing with it over by the chair, the seats over there somewhere. It's kind of like the little man cave room. We got a TV on the wall. Sometimes the kids come in here, watch some shows on Netflix or whatever. So anyways, again, I'm not saying that I know when this will happen. It may be 2020 after he wins the election. All these people are out of power. He's criminally indicted some of these. Okay. Now we got a bunch of Republicans taking over the House. Big time the Senate, which we barely win the Senate. Big time Senate. Supreme Court picks. More federal judges. Like prosperity coming. I'm hopeful for that, but I don't know how soon it can come. He's got a lot of work to do. You don't just turn over the deep state that's been in power for over 100 years. In 2 or 3 years, oh, it's finished. No. It's not that easy. So, again, I'm hopeful. I'm a big believer. I really am. And if I get that wrong, somehow, which I would be shocked because I've already seen the proof that it seems real. Like, it's stuff in here that happens. He says it in advance and it happens. What more proof is that? And it's not bad stuff. Like, it's not bad, terrible for us. It's stuff that's like, hey, look, this is going to happen. It's like, oh, it happened. Oh, we're not going to have interest rates go up high and wreck the economy like Gold Greenspan did in the 80s. 16% mortgage rates. My dad's like, oh yeah, it was insane. 16% for a house, 12%, 15%, depending on where you got in. That would cause the housing prices to crash massively. So anyways, thought this would be a minute or two video, but I got to thinking and you know how that goes. Take care.